So what we at WittKieffer do is essentially three things, right? And this boils it down a bit, but we help our clients find the right people. And the right people is defined by what is your strategy. And as that changes, the right executives and the right professionals for you will evolve. We do that through our amazing talent acquisition capabilities, executive search, professional search, interim leadership. We also do it by working with our clients to think about who are the executives who you have in place or the next generation executives so that you can think around succession, because the right talent for you may indeed be the talent already in your four walls. So that finding the right talent is one piece. The second piece is really around developing their capability to add value. And that too shifts as the strategy shifts, right? So if you are in an environment where you can really, stay within your walls, the executive behaviors that need to be demonstrated are different than if you are in an environment where you need to be partnering across boundaries, working with others across different institutions, figuring out how do you manage the significant financial challenges? How do you bring digital in-house? That requires a whole different set of executive leadership behaviors that may not have been as important in the past. And so developing those both in terms of one-on-one as well as with cohorts of executives is a piece of it. Another piece of that executive development is once you are placed in a new role, how do you accelerate that transition? How do you help an executive, a newly placed CEO, a newly placed president or chancellor, lessen the time to positive impact? And so that's a big piece of what we do collectively. And then third, and in no way least, is really helping executives interact with one another and their constituents in ways that add value. Because every individual lives in a system, and that system is getting increasingly complex. So that's around accelerating the executive team's impact, right? So if you're a new CEO or a new president, how do you define what is it that your executive team or your leadership team really needs to do to add value in this crazy landscape that you live in so that you can add more value to constituents? And as you think about the culture in the institution, how does that need to shift? What do you need to keep? What is the essence of who you are? And what needs to evolve a bit so that you can deliver value to your customers and your patients, your students and your families?